Good morning, everybody. Here we are on July 31st, 2024 for our CTV update. And we're outside on our beautiful balcony, and the backdrop this time, can't complain about this one. It's our own course, so it's beautiful. We're looking at the 18th green behind us. Hopefully the rain will hold out before this is over. It's Wednesday, and Wednesday means it's going to rain. That's basically the story of this year. We had an exciting week. A lot of things happened last week, but one of them on Sunday, the junior intersectionals went down to the Hunt Club. Very tough club to play in that if you don't know the greens, you don't know the slopes. The juniors did very well, though. Maybe you want to comment on that.
Yeah, thanks, John. We're really proud of our junior team, battling it out at the Hunt Club on Sunday. They did finish third place, which means they are remaining in the A division. I was fortunate to play the Hunt Club on Saturday, trying to test out the course, and those greens were slick. Yeah. So, it's a tough greenside areas and fast greens, but the juniors did extremely well, and a good little shout out to two of our 6-pointers. So Ashton Prue and Shane Stanley both got 6 points in their matches.
Wow, Fantastic. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to point out the 6-point. Tyler stole the words out of my mouth. I happened to have some time to skip down for a few hours to watch the juniors finish, and they did a great job challenging green sites. The course was in great shape. Yeah. Thanks to the Hunt Club for hosting.
Yeah, it is. That's good for the the good junior programs come forward because you got 3-4 private clubs going at each other. So another good reason why you want to have your child in a good junior program like we do here. Intersectional senior men and women. So there has been one senior intersectional team has been decided. That's the women's. The men's are still ongoing. Perhaps you can comment on that.
We last weekend we started our senior men's qualifier, so they're qualifying not just for the senior intersectionals but also for the Carleton Cup. So we had about 20 gentlemen out qualifying for that. Great rounds both days, Saturday and Sunday. The third round, the final round, it's best 2 out of 3 rounds, will be this Saturday. The tee times are posted, so we're excited to be able to finalize and announce our senior men's team. Now on the women's side, the women's senior team has already been established, and a quick little shout out to everyone who's made that team. And we have Emma Stodell, Laura Knowles, Amanda Maltby, Ann Dorkin, Laurie Ridgway, Susie Walter, Karen Baker, and alternate is Tracy McNairn.
Hey, good luck to the women's team, and good luck to those men trying out for the Carleton Cup and for the intersectional team. They're going to Rockland, and we'll talk a bit more about when they're going there a little later. So, mid-amateur is coming up. It's a major Canadian mid-amateur. It's not the Ontario mid-amateur. It's not the Quebec mid-amateur. It's not a provincial mid-amateur. This is the Canadian mid-amateur. It includes everyone right across Canada. So a lot of people are watching. A lot of people will be focusing in on us. So it's time to talk about different aspects of that particular tournament. Today I want to talk about sponsorship. You've seen the signs around what sponsorship means and how you can help. Any donation to that is well appreciated. And Cam, I'm going to turn it over to you to kind of explain what all that means.
Yes, thank you. It's a wonderful way to get involved with amateur sport in Canada and help the club as well. 90% of the funding does go back towards Carleton. In some way, shape, or form. We have some funds going into the event specifically to make sure it's a wonderful time for all of our visiting players, and some go into some community activities, junior involvement in a legacy project. So there's quite a few different channels with the funding. There is a tax receipt for anyone that donates $20 or more. We've had some great local businesses that have stepped up to date. Huge one would be Richard Kluska, our member, and IP Wealth Management.
Private Wealth.
IP Private Wealth. So thank you so much, Richard, as well. We have CIBC, Nova Insurance, TELUS we just secured as well. So nice to see some local and nationwide businesses that are promoting and helping support the event. There is still time. There is a donation link on the message of the day, so you can click that. It'll take you right to the donation portal. And then Golf Canada Foundation will be issuing tax receipts towards the end of October into November.
So you're not giving $20, you're giving 20 minus whatever the government's going to give you back. So that's a good news on that one. And certainly I went through the process. It's very simple to donate a little bit of money to this. Or if you're a business and you want to highlight your business, they get a sign or something put up for that. And so you get to see on a national basis that you are supporting a local event, but it's a national event too. We rarely get to see those. The last, we had a Canadian seniors here, senior men's here. I know back, well before I was here, we had the Canadian Junior Championships here. And so when you see the word Canadian in front of the name, that's pretty impressive.
Well, absolutely. And to that point, and if our members are even speaking to potential businesses, we're really promoting now $500 or more will give wonderful sign exposure for the week and even just a touch before. We'll have some media and some players arriving, even as early as Friday before the event. So that'll be a great way for just $500. As you mentioned, John, it's a great way to get national exposure, and there will be some media here during the event. As we speak, the final round of the Ontario Mid-Amateur is being played, so we're going to see some final players qualify, and it's really right around the corner.
Yeah, you know a couple of those guys.
I do, yeah. I mean, one of the juniors from Tyler and I, our days at Scarborough, Ben Thompson, was one back when I checked just before our shoot. Had the chance to coach him a little bit, and one of my old teammates, Charles, is two back, I think, right now, so it'll be fun to see them finish. And you could even see former club champion at Camelot, Tyler Stone, is about a few back. He's in 14th place, having a great week. So it'll be great to see the last few qualification spots, and hopefully they're all booking the week off work and they're able to come our way in August.
Well, certainly they got to take on our guy, Jared Coyle. Jared, we're pulling for you for that day. Hope things go well. It's getting hot out here. Machine's coming off. Listen, earlier yesterday actually, I had a chance to go out with Nolan Reynolds, and Nolan's a left-handed golfer, and it was the first left-handed pro we've had, and so it was kind of interesting to see. And for everything we say from the right is opposite for the left. For example, that there's out of bounds on the left side of Carleton on 13 holes, so for a right-hander, it really helps to have a cut shot to get away from a lot of that trouble. And for a left-hander, you better learn how to hit a draw sooner or later. So, hey, listen, I had Nolan set up for a draw, and it's our first official introduction of shot tracer technology. So I hope you enjoy the video. Good morning. I'm here with Nolan Reynolds, and we're going to be talking about 5 different things today, but I've asked Nolan as a left-handed golfer. It is our first pro that has been left-handed that I've had the pleasure of working with, and today I've asked him to do 5 different things that we'll look at over the next little while. One is how to set up for a draw as a left-hander, because at Carleton we've got out of bounds on 13 holes on the left side, so it's good to hit away from that. How to set up for a fade. What in fact is forward shaft lean with an iron, and how does that differ from how we hit it with a driver. Then we're going to go over and do some sand trap work. And then we're going to talk about something we've never talked about before, and that's course management. And we'll go to 6 and 10 and look at that. We're not going to hit anything there, but we'll do that. So over the next 5 weeks, we'll be watching some of these videos. So Nolan, today the first thing is I'm going to ask you how you set up for a draw. Perfect. And you've got an iron in your hand, and maybe you can take it away.
There we go. So, how I feel when I'm hitting a draw, a couple things. First things first is I always want to set it up by changing my swing path. So that's how I feel to hit a draw or a cut shot. So when I'm hitting a draw, the idea is I need to swing from inside to outside. So if you kind of can see my club here, I'm going to exaggerate it a little bit to show you. But if I have that line, I'm going to try and follow that line on my downswing, swinging outside. So to do that, I'm going to set up aiming a little bit left of my target. And again, I want to feel like I swing a little bit more inside on the way back, swing outside on the way through to create that kind of side spin to the right. So when I do that, I'll set up a little left, try and feel that swing path on the way through. And then kind of something like that. That one stayed pretty straight, but generally you want to see that spin over a little bit more, but that's kind of the idea, right? Changing our swing path from straight line to swinging more outside on the way through.
Get set up here.
Yeah. Ready?
That drew.
That one drew.
That was really good, and you know, it was a good day. We did 5 different shoots that day, and we even talked about things like course management and you know, how to get out of the sand traps and all that other stuff. So it was really, really good. Let me just get my CTV update. It's so hot out here, folks. My machine keeps dying on me here. So yeah, temperature needs to cool down before you can use it. I better guess. So next thing on the agenda today is the RBC Scramble on August the 4th. So we can talk about the enrollment and how we're doing on that one.
Well, John, we closed enrollment yesterday. A great turnout. I think we had 13 teams. And then as soon as we closed it, boy, do I not get an email from this guy right here. One more team, we got you in. There is still space. So if you still want to play on Sunday in the RBC PGA Scramble, we'd love to have you come out. This is our local qualifier. The winning team will then go on to Equinel for the regional finals. And then potentially winning there will bring you all the way to Cabot. So there is still space. Registration is closed, so you have to email me directly. But it's so much fun, and we love the format because, hey, tell me about the format. That's their men's league closing.
It's our men's league closing format, and it's so much fun. You get a handicap based on a formula that they use and the players that you have, and there's certain criteria for each of the players. Like, for example, I think Tyler explained it, you can't have 3 single digits. So you couldn't have a team of Coils play and David Denis. That wouldn't work out. And you have to have at least over 32 total handicap and under 119. So it does work out very, very well. And the shot is a step-aside scramble. So if they use your shot on one hole, you step aside for the next shot, and you keep doing that until you get to the green. I think everybody gets to putt on the green, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember entirely, but that's the way we played it in the men's league final. So yeah, it's a great format. We enjoyed it so much. We wanted to get into the RBC and do some more of it. It's really a fun format. Okay, next week it all starts. Our club championship starts on August the 9th. It ends on August 11th. Different things happening on the 9th. I noticed that my Friday tee time has been moved from 1:30 to 2 to 12:30 to 1. So we've got a few signed up for the August 9th. What's happening August 9th? What's happening the 10th? What's happening the 11th?
So Club Championship weekend's soon approaching. August 9th, the Friday, August 9th, that's going to be round 1 for the men's open division and round 1 for the women's A division. So there will be some tee times blocked off for them kind of early afternoon on that day. And then leading into the weekend on August 10th and 11th is full out Club Championship weekend and President's Cup weekend. So we're going to have tee times for all the different flights, men, women. The women also have their senior divisions as well being played. It's going to be a great weekend as always. So sign up. Still lots of time to sign up. Everything is flighted based on handicaps, so you will be playing against golfers of the similar ability. So it is very inclusive. So if you haven't signed up yet, please come out. The men's C division is Stableford this year. The women's C and D is net Stableford, so there's divisions really for everyone to participate in.
You know, you mentioned something in there that has gotten lost over the years, and I'm sort of sorry to see it go. At one point, we had the President's Cup as a separate event, and it was changed to merge with the club championship, which I thought was a shame because it gets lost every year. Nobody even knows what it is. And I'm a former champion of the President's Cup. It's the only thing I've got my name anywhere. When I die and they go through this whole place, all you're going to see is John Karam on that little President's Cup trophy. But at that time, it was treated as kind of a, one of the four majors, if you will, leading up to the club championship. And now it's been lost. And I hope one day we can resurrect it and make it a separate event where we're all teeing off from the same tees, because in the men's, you don't do that. The C's are going for, I think are they going green or are they going white? They go white, right? The B's go white and the blue and the A's go blue. And so it should be, in my opinion, a separate event. I hope one day we resurrected that and make it kind of a march to the club championship. I know there's a lot going on at the club, but that was so much fun playing in that as a separate deal. So having that said, I don't want to forget this Friday, August the 2nd, we have a Callaway Fitting Day.
We're happy to have Callaway back. Callaway is one of our major brands here at the club. They just launched some great new irons that haven't even been released yet, so it's a little sneak peek. They've launched a new series of Apex irons. I saw them yesterday. They look phenomenal, and they also launched their new Opus wedges. So if you're following on social media, you might see their new wedges. These things are crazy good. There's so much spin, great from the rough, great from the fairway. So Callaway's going to have this here on Friday. You can come and get fit. There's still space available. And even if you can't make it for an appointment, just come out and test some of the clubs as well. You're always welcome to come and test them out.
Okay, so a couple of things I forgot to mention because my computer is shut down because it's too hot out here. Let's go back and do them. Pro Shop. What's going on in the Pro Shop? Tyler, I saw some things on special, so you don't have to stretch this one too much.
No, I mean, we have a lot of items on special, but the major one right now is our AVX golf balls. So they have been marked down from $72.99 to $64 a dozen. So that's a great price for the AVX. The AVX is actually Titleist's longest golf ball. They do fly further than the Pro V1s. A little bit of different spin reactions around the greens, but it is so good to be able to we want to blow those out, the AVX. And yeah, and we have a lot of other spring and summer clothing on sale as well. So.
Yeah, I noticed that. I'm waiting for the men's shirts to go on sale.
We got some on sale.
Have you?
What size are you?
Medium.
All right.
I need a medium.
All right.
Okay. I forgot to mention your kitchen specials this week.
Yeah, thank you, John. There's one particular item. I think if a guest tries this salad, they might join on the spot. Like this is probably the salad of the year that we've had so far. Kudos to Sean and Chelsea. Grilled peach salad with goat cheese, mixed greens, some walnuts, nice balsamic dressing. You can add your chicken, shrimp, or salmon if you wish. This is they knocked it out of the park with this salad. It's been super popular in the first day, and that will run as all these specials will right through till the weekend. We also have a salmon linguine pasta with an Alfredo sauce, curried haddock, and of course the pizzas are back. This week we have a choice between combination or pepperoni pizza.
Right. I'm looking at the code here. I don't see anywhere in code chili nachos on there, so is there an invisible ink or anything? We still haven't got there yet, huh? Hey, listen, that grilled peach salad looks good in this hot weather. It looks very refreshing. And I've had the haddock here. It's just amazing. Okay, another item I forgot to mention, and we don't want to overlook it. There's actually a few more we're going to do. Unfortunately, as I said, my iPad just got overheated, so I lost my agenda. But we're getting it back slowly. Listen, August 5th, I challenge the women to come forward and take on the men, because I said they were scared. Well, it turns out they're not scared at all. In fact, they're eager, real eager to retain their crown. Let's talk about that.
So you're referring to obviously the Battle of the Sexes. So that is this Monday, Holiday Monday. It's a 1:30 shotgun. We're so excited to have the men battling it out with the women. The women in the last 2 years have come out on top, triumphed over the men. So I know that they want to hold that position after this Monday as well. But a great turnout. And what was new this year is we actually have invited some guests, like spouses who might not be members, to try and get a taste of the club and of the culture. So we have about 4 guests playing as well. Now, they'll be in a non-competitive flight, but it's so great to see how this event is growing and evolving.
Good for Jean Stevenson,
Yeah.
and she really puts her heart and soul into these things, and I'm happy for her. Don't forget though, and you probably know this by now, that if you don't plan on playing in the afternoon, the morning is a shotgun, so it starts at 8:30. Okay, right after, we're jumping around here a little bit, but the following week after the club championship, we have our soiree, the social event of the year. Let's talk about we used to call it the hole-in-one party, but now it's got a name. On August 17th.
Yeah, and I think we dressed the part, didn't we, John?
Yeah.
I don't know how we coordinated this, but the white party is sure to be a can't miss event. As we mentioned, little teaser last week, new members, please come on out. We are allowing guests to register. You can register online or by emailing Chelsea. It's sure to be a fantastic time. We've got appetizers, cocktail hour on the patio, live music, great full dinner in the evening, and it's great value. I mean, with the subsidy from a portion of the hole-in-one fees specifically going to that event, it's the best value event of the year, and I'm sure we'll have over 100 in attendance. We already have about 70 or so signed up, and everyone can get decked out and get their white costumes ready, and please attend.
Yeah, it's good that it's a week later. People can prepare for it. I think that was a wise move on your part to reschedule it that way. August 19th to 23rd, as you know, is a mid-amateur tournament, and the course is closed. So just so you know, but that doesn't mean that you can't participate. We'll be talking more about ways to participate in that event from those 5 days next week. So just to remind you, those 5 days are closed, but we do have reciprocal tee times. You can get on other courses.
Yeah, no, thanks, John. So we are going to be sending out a note to all the members with the times and the courses that will be available. It'll be done on a lottery system basis, so people can put in their requests. Certainly, we only have a X amount of courses available. I think we have 36 tee times in total, but we'll do our best to make it as fair as possible. But yeah, it'll be done through a lottery ballot, and that'll be done in the next week or so.
That's great. Finally, just a long range thing. You might be wondering when the greens are going to be aerated, because they normally are done right after the club championship. They will be done on August 26th, and the course will be closed till 12 p.m. on that day. That's a Monday morning. In the afternoon, our senior men will be going to Rockland to compete in the senior intersectional. So just to let you know that that's happening on that date. Gentlemen, my computer came back up, my iPad came back up. I think I've got everything on the agenda. We remembered it in rambling order. I'm sorry about that, but we did remember it. And I think that's all for today, guys.
Sounds great.
Hey, until next week, everyone, play well.